I have a small hole in this dresser drawer. What I'm going to do first is take a chisel. There's some wood right along there. I want to get that out of there. And I'm gonna take this hacksaw blade holders. Come in really handy for something like this. A regular hacksaw wouldn't fit in there, but this blade is only, oh gosh, maybe a 1/16 of an inch, maybe a little bit more wider. So I'm going to use that to cut out that piece. I want to make everything about as wide as it is right here. So I'm going to have to cut down here somewhere. And the plan is to put this piece of wood in there, which is the correct width. It's a lot thicker than the drawer bottom. The drawer bottom is probably as thick as this is wide. But in this situation, I could put it in this way, but I would have to cut this. If I put it in this way, I don't need to. Cut it this way, I'll have to cut it for length. But it's not going to matter if it sticks up here. It's the bottom of the drawer, so it doesn't matter. So I get started on cutting that out. First, I'm going to remove a little bit of wood here with this wood chisel. Get that cleaned out and all the same, like elevation, or just with the surfaces flat. So that piece, because the piece broke off in there and it's all jig-jig that way. So that's it for the chisel. Now I want to cut this same width here, but cut it all the way down. So using this hacksaw, I'll cut down. It's about right there, and I need to cut that way too. Got that cut out. What I did down here is I can't, this blade is wider than the crack is this way. So what I did when I got down here is I cut on this closest side, I cut down to the length that I wanted. Then I turned the saw and cut into the wood and just work my way cutting up to where I wanted it to stop. It's not perfect, it's very good, but it's an old dresser, so it doesn't really matter. So now I've got that hole cut out, and this is the piece of what I want to put in here. So I'm going to mark that for length, and I'll cut that off using the hacksaw. Put it in the vise, and I'm going to put these sheet metal protectors on the vise because there's kind of a waffle pattern in here, and if I put the piece of wood in there and tighten up, that pattern will get transferred to the wood. I don't want that. So putting in sheet metal pieces works well. You could put pieces of wood in there too that are just kind of scrap. So I'm going to cut that off. Got the piece cut, and I dry fit it. It goes in there. So now I'm going to put some wood glue on both sides of the hole. I put glue on this far side and this closer side. Now it's a tight fit. We call a friction fit. tight. Check inside here, and it's down a little bit. All right, yeah, let's here. It's up a little bit too much, so I'm gonna take a piece of wood here. So tap it down. That down until it's flush. Then I'm going to wet a rag, some water, and clean up that excess glue. That's the nice thing with wood glue, is it's water soluble and clean up. So I'll do that, and I'm going to let it dry. Mixed up some Durham's Rock Hard water putty. It comes in a powder form, and then you just add water to it. You follow directions on the can. So I already got on this other drawer. There's where I put in the piece of wood, and I put in that putty. I'm gonna sand that wood putty down just a little bit, just to clean that up. That looks much better. But there, simple way to repair some drawers. In an old dresser, but in overall really good shape. Well, be sure and check out my other videos. Please subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment below. Have a great day.